And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Begling. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo
really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Neymar. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Takahara. Pass somewhat off target. Ambitious ball here. Neymar. Cáceres. And he's managed to get free. Incoming delivery. And that should get the job done. Well, they've got it again. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Oh, this looks sharp. And they can counter here. Nice defending, physical and effective. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. That's the keeper's ball. Cannavaro cuts out the pass.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And it's Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Neymar. This looks promising, and he's searching through. Looking for a runner. And here's Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's had it taken off him. France are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Griezmann, now it's Takahara, crossed into the middle, and he gets rid in a hurry. Raul. Well, that is one way to stop him. Not the most accurate pass. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Beckham. Neymar. Costa Curta. Lobbed in behind. Costa Curta. Rice. France finding their passes. Aimed beyond the defence. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Osimhen. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely shaped ball. It's out for a goal kick. Costa Curta gathers from the goal kick. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No luck with that dink over the top. Searching pass he's played there. Beckham. And it's Cáceres.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. That has not gone well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. Played into space.
Well,
and that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent chance! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own.
as responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
France have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, the defence proved infallible then. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Some resolute defending there. And this is Ronaldo. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. And this is Ronaldo. That is ended up in no man's land.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Griezmann. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely ball and a real chance now. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to...
Griezmann! He's beaten the kick. They've scored! And the lead lasts no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he shoots! Oh, in he goes again. Goal, France! And they're back in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is...
Cristiano Ronaldo! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Burnley do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Beckham takes control of it and he's on the move. Neatly clipped into space. Goes for a shot! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Costa Curta. Looking for options for movement. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Neymar. Now who's going to be first to this?
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Riker. Number 14, Tekahan. Number 3, Costa Curta. Number 15, Henderson. Coming on the field.
No, that was
8,
never going to make it.
Joshua
That's been intercepted.
Number 6, Fernando Torres.
That's good running with the
Number
ball.
27, Serginho. Number
Kaka.
41.
Knocks it into space.
Substitution.
Ooh, perfectly measured that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... He's had a shot! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire...
And the shot! Sticks it away! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Looking to play him in. He won't be happy with that one. He's having a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And it's Serginho. Crosses it into the... Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Kaká. Now it's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Olise. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Now there's a fine ball. And a shot! Relentless! Just relentless!
The goal scorer for France.
Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Substitutions taking place.
Simplest. So that's it. It is all over. Burnley have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
the fans have pulled out
to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, that looks a decent ball. Baresi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Takahashi. Shot, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. Johor Darul Tazim have the chance to go the other way. Searching pass he's played there. He's through here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Griezmann. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. James. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Van Nistelrooy, out to the left it goes. Cannavaro, played over towards the opposite flank. De Bruyne. James has it in a wide position. Up he goes!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Osimhen was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Saliba calmly anticipates.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nedved getting on for a third of the way through the game. Looking for the run. And now the breakaway. Now this could be a chance.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Darren Fletcher. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, he's burst through! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Burnley have their second corner now. Keeper's dealt with that. Decent progress down the left. Nice control. Griezmann flashes it across. And he's forced to go back. And it's James. De Bruyne receives it in a wide position. Well, that has not gone well. James. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played out to the right. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
James just loves to go forward whenever he can. Mbappe goes on a run down the left wing. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. James. Now he's got space here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a searching pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He's on it, can he get away? Rijkaard. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Belletti. To Henderson. Rijkaard. Very much a man of this moment. And it's Griezmann. Jordan Henderson. Threads one in. And that's an excellent interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. De Bruyne. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Well read, nice interception. Takes a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Darren Fletcher. Nedved. Looking to play him in. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shot could be on. Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Substitution on the field. Number
3 coming up.
Griezmann. Coming on the field is number 21.
Nedved with the clearance. Rijkaard! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
And it's James. Now it's Nedved. And the through ball. Nice interception, well timed. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Takahara. It's a sharp pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, super ball! Rijkaard. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Takahara goes steaming forward. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Picked out brilliantly. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's being urged to... Decent chance! It's a goal! That could turn out to be a huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Burnley have fired themselves in front.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now he's off and running. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Burnley have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And that's another good win of the ball. Osimhen receives it in a good position here. Mbappe, real chance! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool...
Oh, shooting chance! It's Nedved! Oh, he's been caught on it here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rijkaard. And this is Van Nistelrooy. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's superb. Nedved! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to play it through. Mbappe in acres of space out wide.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Burnley are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
Please join me in wishing all the best.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them
face to face with the keeper. And the shot!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's on it. Can he get away? Valverde. Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Yamal. And it's been played through. He's through, now is he in? Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Rijkaard. And it's Belletti. Neymar. Elise. Oh, well measured. Dembele. Real chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team.
And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Yamal. Elise. Cafu. Burnley are 3 down and sinking. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Takahara tries to play it through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, super ball! Shot, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that has been clubbed away. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Brazil with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Burnley are looking to go forward now. Elise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Messi, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Elise, and it's Messi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Can he get on the end of this? And he's gone backward here. And this is Griezmann. Neymar. Burnley are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now, can they get him away? Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Elise.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Time and again they are repelled.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Belletti. Tries to pass it through. It's a good-looking delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Voluntários de cada bloco dirijam-se à sala de pessoal imediatamente.
And the action is back on the way. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's had it nicked away. Griezmann. That is a great pick out. He's got away. Piqué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's Dembele. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, it's Dembele. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Messi.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, it's a chance for a shot! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Burnley playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Olise! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Piqué is there and he can pick it up. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. The ball has bounced loose now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Threads one in, and he was quick to react. Nice looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Elise. Valverde. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Costa Curta. Oh, what a mistake! Neymar. Oh, it's Dembele. Caught offside that time. Neymar. Takahara. Costa Curta. Costa Curta ploughing through the middle. Messi. Elise. He's looking wide. Picked out brilliantly. Brazil looking to pass their way through, looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And he's worked it through, brilliantly cut out. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Camisa 22, camisa 29, camisa 23. Teremos uma substituição.
Pull shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And he stuck it away and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now the breakaway. He is through here. Played over towards the opposite flank. Belletti. Bout of passing here. Olise! Just too high.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
And they're back on the ball again. Tries to pass it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Olise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's shifting through the gears here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Olise with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen. Bale really was well marshalled there because he was...
Osimhen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Burnley with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He gets big! Cleared without complication. Red Star have the chance to go the other way. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Nunez. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's in a great position here. Gerrard. Now it's Rashford. And it's Zanetti. Oh, that's fabulous. Zanetti crosses it in here. They've won a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And they've got rid. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's a sharp little ball here. And it's played... Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Now it's Rashford. He's through here. Costa Curta gets a foot in here. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, what a climb! Oh, what has happened here? Crossed in once more. And that was very necessary. Now it's Hullet. That has not gone well. Costa Curta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
Oh, they could be caught out here. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Hullet. No, that's been intercepted. Nice looking ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. Out of play for a throw. And here's Elise. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's picked it up out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Otto is onto this. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Red Star have their second corner now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Gerrard. Oh, good spread. Otto picks it up out wide. It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Searching pass he's played there. That's been cut out, well played. Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment!
Well, I'm happy to admit that I didn't really see that coming, but I'm very glad it did, and you can only eulogise about such excellence. The finish was imperious, the player immense.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
So we have... That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Otto has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Oh, crossbar! Decent enough try.
Elise must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Takahara. And it's Belletti.
That's good play from him.
Pings it across. Punched away. And he's cut it out. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Un jeune garçon vêtu d'un t-shirt jaune attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Ses parents sont priés de se
That
faire
gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Zanetti could try cutting inside here. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now it's Bale. Now it's Hullet. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Red Star upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged.
Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Knocks it into space. He's beaten the bullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That is ended up in no man's land. Out to the left it goes. Well timed, excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. Nice and Hullet! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. Osimhen in the hunt and looking threatening. Burnley are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. And he's away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Odo has been sent off. It was deemed a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And now as good a time as any to pull level.
Le numéro 15.
Olise! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played out to the right. Played in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And that's a good... And the shot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
What a moment! And the shot! Oh, taken with style! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Burnley have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. That's beautifully weighted. Pass is just off target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Now it's Rashford. Gerrard.
Red Star really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pullet. Knocks it out wide. Zanetti. The ball has bounced loose now. Zanetti made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jordan Henderson. Belletti. For Olise. Red Star are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Red Star really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Villa. David Villa stood his ground strongly. And it's Henderson. Caught offside that time.
Changement en cours.
Burnley are making a change now. And the number on the board is 3. Threads one in. Drives it. A header! Cleared without hesitation. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Hullet. Rashford. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Bullish header! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fan. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That has been cut short. Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cantona. Oh, that's superb. Now it's Osimhen. Quality ball. Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Chips it through, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Griezmann. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Cantona. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Driven forward. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Belletti. Crosses it in. That's a decent clearance. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's the shot! Costa Curta getting this one clear. Burnley yet to have an attempt on goal. Costa Curta. Now it's Griezmann, driving forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely pass. Takahara! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Osimhen, Belletti, now the ball in. Climbs up, that's another chance. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Burnley are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Burnley do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those...
He's tried one! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He's through, now is he in? It's Eto'o! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Romania! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Romania are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's nice. Takahara has a look inside the box. That has been knocked clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're back on the ball again. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, played right into his path. Always onto this. And he's in on and a chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And this could be the final action of the first half. Rijkaard is the guilty party there. And there is the half-time whistle. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now there's a fine ball. Rijkaard. Jordan Henderson could move up a gear here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played into space. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Cantona. Burnley can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. Jordan Henderson. Not the most accurate pass. Burnley couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And this is Cruyff. 60 minutes played. Costa Curta. Now Mbappe. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, what has happened here? Defending of the desperate variety. Cantona picks it up out wide. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Burnley can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Spread it left. Fires it in. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Romania go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Now it's Cantona. Cruyff. This is promising. Nice control. Sanchez gets it away. Burnley still have the cards to affect this game. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's come to nothing. That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Messi. Oh, some tackle that. Well, that's a little loose. Messi, and this is Messi. And the finish! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.